Hello everybody, how are you? My name is Ann J here, and today I'm here to talk to you about the power of positive thinking. Why this has come across is because we look at things from just the world view rather. Quite recently we had shootings in Florida in some school, and a moment of silence for that. And you'd want to wonder why anybody would just wake up one morning and decide to pick up a gun and indiscriminately shoot at students in a school. It's really, really sad. And when you come down to a Kenyan media today, in most of the instances, all that we see is the negative, nothing about the positive. And then come down to social media, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. I'm not sure I really know so many. But it's always about the picture perfect moments, right? Nothing about your struggle, nothing about your problems. And especially when it's your peers posting things that look like their lives are better than yours, it's really, really very easy for you to just slip into depression, for you to just start thinking so negatively about yourself, and you never see anything good about yourself. So that is why I'm here today, so that we are able to tackle this problem and start looking at things from a more positive approach. Because yes, in all the negativity, there's always that little seed of hope, that little seed of niceness, that little seed of goodness. I'm gonna give you a short story about myself. I once sold tires, and this is a predominantly male job. So how did I get into this? It was actually on Facebook. I was scrolling through some group and I saw a company that was advertising tires, a new brand into the market, and the prices were really, really, really cheap. So I took some time, went to their go down, had a chat with them, got tires. I actually bought more than I needed, and I was in the matatu industry at the time as well. So I came and I gave to my friends tires to fit onto their cars. Well, I didn't exactly give them to them. I sold them to them and asked them to kindly just fit them onto their car so that we would be able to see whether they were durable enough and whether they were worth the cost that they were being sold to. And a few months down the line, guess what? The tires had impressed us, literally impressed us. So I figured, being in the matatu industry, I know the chairman for my circle. Why don't I try and just go and sell out to them these same tires? So I requested for a board meeting, which I got, and on the day of my pitch, I'm all excited. I have all these photos and everything ready to just put up my pitch out there. So I talk about the tires, and the chairman just asked me a very simple question: what is the ply of your tires? I went blank. At the time, I didn't know what ply meant in the tire industry. Despite all my research, I had overlooked that one important factor. And the chairperson went on like, if you do not know what the ply is, then you do not know what you're selling, because ply is what people who know what tires are buy. So I asked him, sir, what is the best ply? And he told me if it's 8 and above, then you're good to go. So I told him, yes, I'm going to confirm with my supplier, but in the meantime, let me talk about what I have seen these tires do. So I explained to them, told them about the tread, because ours is a muddy terrain, how the tires had served us for so many months, and I even quoted off the people that I had sold them to, for them to just do background checks. Guess what? I got the job. I was able to actually supply them for 1.5 years record. Once again, remember, this is an industry that has so many men and very few women in it. So it was actually a surprise for everyone. You're so knowledgeable about tires. And I'm like, yeah, I teach myself on the internet every single day. And for all the other circles that I went to market this particular brand of tires, you know what? The ply was actually my selling point. Yes, something that I had learned in a boardroom became my source of strength and became the thing that sold me out there and gave me these orders. So let's come down to myself. You see, we always focus on what we do not have and forget what we already have. There's always something about yourself, myself, everybody else that is uniquely you, something that just looks like you, something that once your name is mentioned, it just snaps like, oh, Shiro, she can do this, And for me, it's the gift of selling. I keep telling my friends I can sell the clouds, buy the acres, and people on earth would buy them. I was able to sell something that I had no idea about. Well, save for the tread, save for the thickness, and save for the performance of the tires, I didn't know the nitty-gritties of the tire industry. What it is about you that you have, that is just you, something that nobody can take away from you, something that you probably don't even need to go to school to learn, something that everybody else struggles with, but for you, you do it with so much ease. You know, once you get to that, every single day is just going to be such a joy living, because you know there's just that one little thing, that one thing that you can build on and can help you become the person that you've never dreamed or imagined of ever being. So you have yourselves a lovely one, and think. What is that one gift that makes you uniquely you?